Now, with the entire global epidemic happening, a lot of people are actually buying health insurance right now. The World Health Organization, WHO, has actually declared COVID-19 or coronavirus as a pandemic. People are concerned that if they fall sick, how will they pay for their hospital bills? Or let's say you are hospitalized due to an illness or an accident. I really hope you don't, but in case you do, then the total amount spent on surgery, medicines, hospital rooms, doctor charges can actually be a big amount. All this can come up to lakhs if you are not financially prepared during this time, and it will actually be a bigger issue for you. So taking health insurance and staying protected for such cases is a much better idea. So by end of this video, you will have a better knowledge on what you should know before actually taking a health insurance. Now real quick, if you are new to this channel, just want to let you know what this channel is about. This channel intends to provide a basic financial knowledge to today's youth, whether it's in terms of basic investing strategies or how to manage your expenses so you avoid getting into big debt at an early stage in your career. So if it's your very first time here in this channel and you think this channel can add value to you, then definitely start now by subscribing so you don't miss anything out. So with that said, let's get into it. Now there's so much confusion when it comes to health insurance, especially among the youngsters. Because there are so many health insurance policies, people tend to be confused on which one to take and which one not to take. So there are few basic criteria which you need to check before actually getting into a health insurance policy. First thing which you need to check is pre and post hospitalization. You need to check for how many days the cost will be covered. So basically if you get admitted on a certain day, how many days before that day and how many days after getting admitted will you be getting covered within the policy. So anything which is covering at least 30 days prior and 90 days post hospitalization is considered to be a good insurance plan. Check if they are covering small charges like ambulance charges as well. These small charges actually adds up to a big amount. Second thing which you need to check is the claim settlement ratio. You need to go online and check the reviews of these insurance companies and the policies. Claim settlement basically tells you how many people got insured from a particular company. It tells you what percentage of the claims the insurance company actually processed and what percent actually got rejected. So look for those companies which process at least 90% and above claims. Taking anything lower than that is just a risky thing, as tomorrow if anything happens and then going by the history of the insurance company, there are less chances of you getting the claim as well. You can check the claim percentage on the IRDAI website, which is the insurance regulatory website in India. Third thing which you need to check is the premium. So premium is the amount of money you have to pay to the insurance policy. Lower the insurance premium and higher the claim settlement ratio, the more better it is. If you fail to pay the premium, then the insurance gets cancelled as well. Next would be the per day room charges. Always check in your insurance policy, is there a single private room? What happens is that the insurance companies, they say that they are providing your bed charges, but what they don't tell you is that it would only be applicable if you are taking a sharing room. So ensure your policy covers a single room charge. Taking a shared room is a headache as you will have multiple people going and coming in. Also, there will be a lot of disturbance. So ensure that you check about the room criteria itself. Now you also need to check the various hospital tie-ups. Always check this before actually getting the policy. Not every single hospital will be covered under insurance. What happens is that if an insurance company doesn't have a particular tie-up with the hospital, the insurance company will refund you the amount, but first you will have to pay the entire amount yourself, and then you will have to submit the bills to the insurance company to claim that amount, which will take at least 2 to 3 months. It's a headache where you will have to follow multiple times as well. So make sure your insurance company has a large tie-up with the hospitals in your city. If you have a certain hospital where you normally go, then make sure you check whether that particular hospital is part of the insurance policy as well. Next would be the current health issues. Be careful of what you fill on the insurance form. Now a lot of people, they don't add all their current health illness thinking they will be insured for every single disease, and they prefer to simply not to mention their illness. Also sometimes a salesperson would be quite eager to get a sale, So he or she just might skip through the entire process. What people miss out is the insurance company doesn't provide you insurance against every single disease. They have a list of diseases which they actually don't cover. So ensure you fill the details correctly. Your premium might go up a little bit more, but at the end of the day, you will still get your claim. So make sure you don't make a mistake, because at the end you will be paying the premium also, and when you're actually requesting for a claim, they will actually end up rejecting that particular claim as well. So fill in the details correctly. Last would be the waiting period. Now, if you have an existing illness, the health insurance covers this only after a certain waiting period. So if you have diabetes, for example, then you will have to actually wait for 1 to 2 years period, and only then you can claim any amount for diabetes. So ensure you check the waiting period in the case you already have an illness. Lower the waiting period, obviously the better it is. Also, if your employer is giving you health insurance policy, then check if you can actually include your parents or spouse in the same insurance as well, because your company will be able to negotiate better since they are actually taking it for quite a big group of people. If you are planning on buying a health insurance policy at this point of time during the entire corona epidemic, then keep in mind that the insurance companies will be charging a premium on their policy on basis of your health and medical history as well. Normally, the insurance companies, they do a health checkup for only those people who are above the age of 45 years. But due to the current situation, every single new applicant gets a health check. So if you are someone who has unfortunately got coronavirus, it is highly possible that it will have a big impact on your policy acceptance and the premium being charged if you're currently in the application process stage itself. The company can even reject the policy if you already are infected by the coronavirus. But if you already have an insurance policy, then the treatment for the virus will be covered. In case your insurance company says that it is not being covered, check the document which you had signed when you had actually got the insurance. All health insurance companies, they will mention the name of diseases that they are not going to cover. And since coronavirus is something which is recently happening, I'm quite sure it won't be part of the list. So make sure you check on that. Only thing to keep in mind is you should not be buying insurance after you get the coronavirus. If that's the case, there's a good chance your application will get rejected. Now, considering the coronavirus is declared as a pandemic, there won't be a waiting period for this. So if you buy a policy today and tomorrow you get the virus, the insurance company will still cover it. Now that you know what are the basic things which you need to check, let's understand how you actually buy these insurance policies. There are multiple health insurance comparison websites like Policy Bazaar, Carfox, HDFC Life, Bank Bazaar. These websites will give you a better idea on which insurance is best for you and as per your age and your budget. If you can get on a call with the salesperson of these websites, do that. It's quite important that you check the above criteria. While you are on these websites, don't just check the premium charges. Also check what kind of features do these policies offer, and check what is actually being covered and what is not being covered. That is very important to check. So with that said, you guys, thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you did take away a few points from this video, I would really appreciate if you smash that like button and subscribe as well. Also, if there's any particular questions regarding this topic, feel free to comment them below or just drop me a message on my Instagram or LinkedIn, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. So with that said, see you all in the next video.